So what if them niggas make more? I knew my time would come and had to wait for it. So every night a nigga pray for it. Ain't no going back, the only way is forward. See, some people they weren't made for. They roll it fit my real like it was made for. And they hating, but what's the hate?
High Class family, y'all know it's B from High Class Dispatching LLC, and I am back with another video. High class or no class, y'all already know the vibes, okay? Let's go ahead and get straight into this video. We don't do no fluff, we don't do no over here, all right? So today, y'all know I always got my notes, so if I'm looking down, I don't need no help, okay? So we're gonna talk about the difference between a freight dispatcher and a broker. Okay, a lot of people who, inquire about my classes, sometimes they get the two confused. They don't know if they are signing up for a freight dispatching course or are they signing up for a broker course. Or they may think that being a broker is a dispatcher when they are two totally different things. Okay, so let's go ahead and clear the air once and for all and get right into it. Okay. So the difference between a freight broker versus a freight dispatcher, all right? So being a broker, when you are a broker, you are basically considered the middleman. Now, a lot of people tend to think that the dispatcher is the middleman. That is not true. It is the broker that is essentially the middleman. So basically how it works is the broker goes to the shipper and says, hey, you know what? You got that freight? I can get that freight moved for you. Right? The shipper then trusts the broker to go ahead and get that freight moved. And then it is up to the broker to find a carrier to actually move the freight. Okay? So they are essentially a middleman between the two. They go to the shipper, receive the freight. Now they got to find somebody to move the freight. Okay? That is the broker's role. That is what they do. They are the middleman. Versus a freight dispatcher. Being a freight dispatcher, I love to tell people this. You are nothing more than a representation of that carrier's company. Okay? That's it. That's all. You are basically like that carrier's assistant, so to speak, right? When it comes to booking their loads. You're in charge of scheduling the loads, making sure that you're booking quality, top paying loads for that particular carrier, etc. And then making sure that, they are safe and everything, the freight gets safely from point A to point B. That is it. You are nothing more than a representation of that particular carrier's company. So let's say that you were calling to, inquire about a particular load that you've seen on the load board, whatever the case may be. You would simply call and say, hey, my name is Brittany. I'm calling on behalf of ABC Transport, right? Hey, my name is Brittany. I'm calling on behalf of 123 Logistics, whatever the company's name is, okay? And even if they ask, I always tell my students that I would recommend you guys just say, hey, I'm calling on behalf of this company versus actually saying your dispatch name, okay? Or your dispatch business name, simply because some brokers can get a little iffy about that. They can be a little stickler sometimes when it comes to that. So it's best to just present yourself as a representative of the carrier's company. Okay, so the broker is the middleman. They go in between the carrier and the shipper versus a dispatcher. We are just representations of this particular carrier's company, and we simply work on their behalf to find good paying loads, book those loads, and then just make sure everything gets safely from point A to point B by communicating with the driver or the carrier, and then also updating the broker, letting them know what's going on along the way. That's it. That's it. And then we got some paperwork to do on the back end, but we already, went into that. Okay? That is the difference between a freight dispatcher and a broker. They are not the same thing. Don't let nobody tell you any different, because they are not. Okay? Not the same thing. That's all I got for y'all today. Y'all know I'll be back with more videos. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hit the notification bell so you know every time I come back with a new video. And I'll see y'all next time.
Ain't no stopping for we need brakes for. Yeah. I'm at they neck, ain't no letting know. Fuck a vest, we see neck to know. Life is chess, so I settle more.